So the reason this takes a little while is because this mod set specifically takes a little long time to boot. But that is a-okay. So, let's see how much dev work we can get done. I mean, I'm gonna finish the coffee. Don, can you pause the caffeinate option for me if you're still here? Don, actually just say something, let me know if you're still here. And if not, alright. Yeah, Don, if you don't mind pausing it, the caffeinate option. Broadshore, I just finished the coffee there too. So we'll go ahead. Some of these requests, man. Oh, there's so much. All right. That's good. Thank you for pausing it. This boot up, man. I mean, good God. This is how long it freaking takes. This is how long. There it is. There you go. It finally registered on OBS. That's funny. So I just streamed what I'm seeing on the other monitor and it finally popped up on OBS. Oh, man, that's great. Did a bunch of, they added a mod that has all these like 4K French textures or something, so it makes the boot time just ridiculously large. Do we still have Fapovo in here? Or did we get rid of Fapovo? Oh shoot, we might have actually gotten rid of Fapovo. Yeah, no, I don't see Fapovo. I don't feel like booting it in a different one, so I'll change the map. I need to find something that would be a good, like, suburban defense. Too open. I could potentially build a military base, but military bases are too easy. Oh, man. Caribou Frontier we already, like, did an entire build-up on. I mean, we don't really have anything good in here, in my opinion. The only new one is County. But... we have Namalsk, but I'm keeping that for something else as well. Like, everything else in here I've used in one form or another. I don't want to do Roche because Roche lags like hell. We could do Ruha. But... damn. What's the other mission I was working on? A Livonia one. I might switch to that one. Let me look at Thirsk real quick, because I don't really remember that one. I vaguely remember it. But it might have some of the terrain I'm looking for, but I can also replace buildings if I want, so... yeah, I guess we got rid of it in the latest rotation. I could have sworn we had it in the previous rotation, but I could just be thinking of something else. Yeah, it's this island. No, we've had this one in the mod set for a while as well, because we actually had an operation in the town of Thirsk a few months ago. But in terms of the AO, yeah, it's not really what I'm looking for, unfortunately. Werfelingen is too open for what I want. Torabor is also too open. Damn. I think my only other real option is Ruha, but... I could do something utilizing the river at least, but... it's fine, Wookie. We just started. I'm just trying to find a good map for an idea I have, but that's even proving a little difficult with the mod set. We could do Ruha, but... where would be a good spot? Because I'm thinking of like a tiered defense. We could utilize the bridges on the river as well, but... I think I'm thinking of Halamna. For that one, we don't have that one loaded. You know what? Let's take a look at Don Key, and there's another one in here that's fresh. Let's look at Pamai, and if I don't like Pamai, we'll do Don Key. Yeah, Neko, but that's gonna take like all night. I don't mind building up something custom. I mean, just look how thick the trees are here. That's another big issue. Like, this is thick freaking jungle. So it is not gonna play nice with people's frames. Because I can feel it in the editor. Like, there's just way too much tree. Plus, AI pathfinding in jungles like these absolutely sucks. Like, look at how thick this stuff is. Like, is Donkey the same way? Oil rig defense is too easy because the AI, it's just literally fish in a barrel because the AI can only be in boats. It's cool if you have a small player base, but I have too big of a player base in TSB for something like that. I've done them before, but yeah, it just gets too big. But a mission where you assault the oil rig and then deal with a counterattack, that is an op. That you can stretch out to an hour, hour and a half. But oil rigs are usually taken within 30 minutes. Yeah, Donkey has the same thing, the really thick jungles, which, again, I don't mind, but... and you have this central town area. With all these openings, I could potentially make this work. Yeah, we could make this work. Sky Fortress, yes. The issue is the script I have that prevents people from falling would make landing on it impossible because of how it deals with changing people's textures, but the thing, again, Sky Fortress with anything else custom, it's very easy to get that done. I only do stuff like that if I have a lot of time on my hands. Alright, I can make some plot with this mission. I know exactly what I'm gonna do here. Alright. Extend this to 3x3. Oh, 4x4, my bad. Excellent. Okay, adjusting myself in my seat. We're gonna make this a defense op with multiple defensive positions. I'm debating giving them a limited build list and heavily controlling the point values. to give them some room to do construction. So that means we're going to need an engineering element. Oh, there's so many things I can tackle. Let's build the map first. And then go from there. So I'm going to make this a 2-life operation. Here's what I'm going to do. This might look a little weird. Let's up design this a little bit. So let's put the box down. Get a small perimeter fence around it. Dense as an evidence. I love it. Need a gate. So I don't mind if we put it right there, and that's not what I want. Up all of that. Now how do I block off this little bit of space here? Perfect. Works. Little bit of fill-in right there. Okay. So that's the overall defense objective. So let's say a group of people... MCO is on Sunday, yes. I do have to finish that documentation. I'll do it by tomorrow morning before I go out to my brother's birthday. What do we got in here? Let's pick out one of the... Those are scripted. Notice how the texture's popping up after I place it down? Huh. Interesting. Ooh, yeah, the frickin' delay we're getting when they're getting put down. Good God. Nice looking stuff, though. Don't get me wrong, but... Delete, so commandos, snipers. I love how it's written in French. That's funny. Makes sense, though. I really do not like how when I spawn a single one down, it just lags me out. I'm not going to use those, because that's just way too framey. Unfortunately. I'm gonna put a unit down. I just want to look through my, the uniforms I have here, see what I can work with. But it scares me that I'm getting this much lag from the Zeus interface. You know what I mean? Let me look at my weaponry here. Like, what can I do? Like, I'm just scrolling through, seeing if anything. We got FAMAS's. FN Mag 58. Scars. Give me a country that the French used to control. Like, what's the last country the French pulled out of? I'm gonna make something up. Or actually, no, I can just say French mercenaries. Where's Polynesia? I don't know why I'm thinking Polynesia, but... Yeah, shut up, Don. I know, it's... Here's what I'm thinking. I want a faction to be pulling out of the area. And I want it to basically be getting overwhelmed with militia of some sort. I want it to be like a holdout defense op. I'm thinking French mercenaries, but give me a country that would be viable in. I know a lot of parts of Africa, but what's something that would match the jungle aesthetic? That's what I'm thinking of. And then we could do FAMAS's. You know what I mean? Like F1 FAMAS's for that. Vietnam, that's what I'm thinking, but is that one a little too generic? If not, I could spin it. French Congo. I don't know. What do you think would be better, guys? The Congo or Vietnam? West Indies, this area is a little small for the Indies. I want it to be a bigger country. We can, let's do Vietnam. That would be easier for me to make background for. We could do that. And then we can take weaponry from that mod. I can make that work. God, there is a lot there, though. Good golly. Alright. Well, let's get out of that. Some 30 cals. Yeah, this is like older equipment. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I don't want to do a Tiger. That would be a little too OP for what I have in mind, because look at all those rocket pods. Good golly. And it made my game freeze for a moment. They're on. These helicopters are awesome, but... do I have anything that's like a small attack aircraft? A Gazelle with a sideways minigun. Yep. Now, if I'm going to do a helicopter, I have to consider the AI are going to slow down to engage it. I'm going for modern times, but oh man, that render, is there another texture I can put on it? I'm just really worried that the frames I'm getting now... yeah, no, so that's what we get. I can't even put my copy bar. Yeah, so spawning 2 of these should be able to get everyone out of here. We can have a Tiger down as well. I'm putting those down for the sake of debug. When I consider the operation done. And then this will be the LZs that they utilize. I'll set that up in the Zeus interface. Alright, hey player, how you doing? Actually, no, we're gonna keep him. do want to take a look at those statics before I actually deploy them, but I'm just putting these down as some reference stuff. That helicopter is only going to get one of, though, but I think a side door minigun would be a good idea. Let me go ahead and look at what I have in terms of enemy kits. I don't think there's anything that I really want to use for something like that. I don't want to use BRF because they have some stuff that is incompatible. Like, they have the RON magazines for certain units. I learned that with the RUF op the other day. So I could use Desert Extremists, but it's too generic in my opinion. I want to make some of my own kits. Which means I can't use 3CB as a backing. So let's do Boko. What if we did FIA but changed all their weaponry? Because I think these are some good, like, generic background for militia. Let's do that. That means I'm going to need a debug corner somewhere. Which I guess let's just have in place down here. Alright. Let's go the whole 9 yards with this one. Have some fun with, like, kit bashing and stuff, because it's fun to do stuff like that. So, squad leaders should get a really, like, fancy gun for what we got. So, let's, like, consider this modern day. What can we do? Considering we have so many guns at our fingertips. I don't want to do a FAMAS because we're going to give the players FAMASes. We do have a bunch of new guns as well in the mod pack here. Anything is up for grabs. And since it's Vietnam, like, literally anything and everything, I don't want to do PTRSs because those are going to instantly shoot the helicopter down because those things are freaking amazing. They're nuts. Ah, mags are broken for that one. What a shame. They fixed that magazine issue. Interesting. The MAT 49 would not be a bad choice, because that thing's interesting. I'm just looking at all my choices here. AR-18 with a folded stock. And you got the AR-10s. I know we have the new Gen AK. Some of them are broken magazines. They're going to be fixed. And then you just have generic AK. I love it. Jesus. XM8 galore. Yeah, let's do the STG. So for custom kits, actually I'm going to be spawning them so I can put stuff on uniforms because I'm not going to be pre-templating everything. So let's do earplugs. 5 elastic, 1 epi, 1 morphine. 2 tourniquets. Let's take his handgun away. Oh, yeah, right, we got the custom scopes on it, too. Yeah, we won't do any charms. Let's equip him with only a short amount of mags in case there's any combat looting. So I think 5 mags should be good enough. And then I need, yeah, do a radio backpack there. Let's also give him some grenades. So let's do some fackles, F1s. Because I'm also thinking if we're going to do this like Vietnam style, what do we got from either side? And let's do some RDGs as well. All right, so squad leader is down. Let's do a team leader with some sort of grenadier weapon. And I want to be a little light on the grenadier weapon itself. So let's get rid of his handgun. Team leader. Blame here, 50 cal death. I know that was a great op. Make sure you thank Night Owl for that one, because that was a pretty good one, to be honest. All right, do I have something in TSB assets that would make for a good grenadier weapon? Do I have a Chinese AK that has grenadier capabilities? Yes, but it doesn't have any magazines, dang it. Yeah, I know for a fact I'm gonna use like the RPD and the SKS and shit, but yeah, no, we can do something like that. M16A1203s. And M855 magazines. Actually, I think we should do, yeah, let's do 20 rounds. Shrink that down to 5. Put the 20 round pack in him there, the M855. Let's do a few grenadier rounds as well. Oh yeah, the Blackhawk going down too at round 3. That was pretty intense. And let's do... let's do 4 HE rounds per grenadier, just so it's a little easier. Let's do 2 RGDs, and I'm only making the squad leader and team leader have grenades because the grenades can get pretty messy. And let's go ahead and give him his medical. And that should be good. All right. I'm gonna have 2 levels of marksman here. Yeah, they don't get a handgun, which is great. I'm also gonna do generic enemy radios because I can't be bothered. Actually, let's do no radio. And no GPS. Let's just have them only communicate with long ranges. Alright, so marksman rifle. Yeah, we're gonna do the SVT and then something else that I can think of. accidentally tabbed out there. We're not doing 9 banners for AI. It gets messy. I'm gonna give him a few defensive smoke grenades. Oh, we do have 42s in the mod set. I forgot about that. We'll probably have another grenadier kit with that stuff. And then for medical, what's nice is I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a thing of painkillers and 1 splint. And that's all he gets. And then I want a second marksman kit, so I can literally just copy that. I'm going to give him a different colored shemag. Change the look of his vest as well. And what should your primary weapon be? Let's get rid of your ammo. And what's another good? I don't think we can put a scope on the SKS. Let's not bother with that. There is a Mosin, right? We did have Mosins. Sniper, yes. PB. Which, yeah, has better sight magnification there. And he's got the Mosin ammo. We'll do 8 of those, and we can keep that going. Auto rifleman, this is where it gets fun. I'm going to take the vest away, and we're going to do backpacks. Literally civilian backpacks. RPD, baby. Go under here, medical, painkillers, and a splint. That's all he gets. Backpack-wise, we're just gonna do, like, filled with RPD ammo. No radio, no GPS. Perfect. Alright, let's get a few other machine guns here, because they'd probably be stacked, right? Barb, I don't believe is in chat now. Righto, Boom, you probably already left, but thank you for dropping by. Name me a Vietnam-era machine gun that the Viet Cong used, or something more advanced I could use as a machine gun. Not seeing anything else that I like. The PTD. I don't think we have a PTD. No. M60. I think we do have an M60 within 3CB. Yeah, from NI Arms. Let's go with the one with the higher fire rate, because I'm mean. Change that up. Change his top out as well. M60, good choice. Now, does his top part have M80 ammo? No, let's change that just to M80. A little more generic there. Let's go a third machine gun. So these are medium machine guns. Do we have any way to do a heavy HMG? And if not, I'll just skip over it. We might not, to be honest. I'm thinking maybe like a generic PKM. Yeah, the only stoner we have is the advanced one. We could say RPKs trickled down, like a light machine gun. Yeah, some RPKs. Let's go ahead, change up his outfit a little bit. Let's do... Do I have access to 60 rounders? If not, I'll do 45ers, but I prefer 60s. Oh, we could also do drum mags for the RP. Yeah, screw it. We'll do. Yeah, 2 times yellow tracer. I might not have room to actually put those in. Yeah, so we're gonna have to do a backpack. Do I have a pouch? No. Trying to think of like a small generic thing to wear. Pistol holster, that can't even fit a magazine though. Yeah, I wonder what that's for. That thing weighs 35 pounds. Good God. Heavy boy. Yeah, let's do an everyday backpack. A black one. Easy. Yep, that's good. All right. RPK. Let's see. What else do we want? Let's do some Rifleman AT. Maybe 1 or 2 kits of this. I just have to be a little careful with what I utilize here. We can make them submachine gunners as well. That I do not mind. Because I do want to rock some submachine guns in this scenario. PPSH wouldn't be bad. Can we do drum mags? Oh, no, we have, ooh, yes. Let's do the least heavy one possible. Just because... makes things a bit easier. Now let's go ahead and look at the launcher. I know there's a few different ones we can do. We do have the Type 69. Oh, that would be so mean. Well. Let's do... Do I have any other launchers at my disposal? Because that might be the only one. I'm looking for a different type of RPG, but... yeah, we could just stick to the RPG. Yeah, have it, like, dirty as well. The ZFK site. I actually don't know what that's for. Let's stick to a PGO. And let's do 7V rounds on it. Alright, switch out his submachine gun. Let's change up his outfit a little bit. I don't mind keeping the same vest, but let's see, what else do we have? Let's do an MP40 or a MAT. No, let's do a MAT. Yes, that one's glitched, but this one has... Alright, let's do that. Let's change his top a little bit as well. Is that a helmet or face wear? Ha, for the hell of it. A little bit of fan service. Alright, what am I missing? Let's do one medic. The medic I'm going to give an MP40. Let's change the beanie to something without a mic or headset. Let's do a red cap for medic. I think that makes sense. Hold on. Where is it? Because I could have sworn... There's a hat that says "Make Country Great Again." I wanted to put that in as a joke, but looks like I can't find it. That's a shame. Red hat it is. Let's go ahead and clean this up. Do some medical. Three and 3. 40 of those, and we're gonna do plasma instead. A little bit of medical. Yeah, it should be good. Let's try 40. I like it. Keep it to small groups of magazines, but that should be good. Let's give him his personal medical. We can say he skimped on the supplies a little bit for himself. Perfect. Alright, that's the medic done, so now we can just work on making some silly little rifleman kits. Let's put those two down. I'm going to switch out their uniforms a little bit. Okay. Let's get him out of that fancy stuff. Changes the vest to a black chest rig. All right. What do we got? I did say we'd do a Type 56, so let's do a Type 56. 231 for magazines. And I do want to do a single RG-42 for him. Do his medical, check to make sure there's no radio. Let me check the previous guy. I just realized, are you an engineer, Kit? I mean, it doesn't really matter. The player base isn't going to be able to tell the difference, but I might have put you down as an engineer. Yes, I did. All right, for the sake of posterity. Because otherwise I might get to this mission on Tuesday and go, why do I have no medic? Let's go ahead and make that change. All of them have the same face with that dude. Randomized faces. I don't have any control over that. Here, we're just going to take copies of that. Otherwise, did I do your personal medical? I think I forgot that step. Yep. Cool. Alright, next kit. Let's change up his clothes, change up everything about him. Slash bandolier, change out his uniform. Let's do a gorilla smock. That's fine. Completely delete that. I do want to do an SKS. matches. Actually, let's not do BP. It's 4-3. My bad. Let me change that out real quick. Cool. Hit okay. Another kit. Let's change the uniform. Ah, they're not going to notice the wording there. It's fine. FNF was pretty good, Angel. How are you doing? I don't like the radio right there. Gives a little too much away. Generic little vest, I actually don't mind that one bit. That looks a little beefy. Yeah. Don't really want to use that. You got some sawed-off shotgun stuff. Look at that little dinghy. I love it. Let's do that. And it gets 2 mags for it. Yeah, sure. Screw it. Let's do it. Doesn't even have room to do that. Awesome. Let's make 2 more kits. Do a simple chest rig like that. Change his uniform. Yeah, let's do something like that. It should be nice and simple. I'm not doing any headwear for these guys. Makes it a little easier to track. Now this is chambered in 9x19, right? Or no, 9x39, right? Yeah, these are the wrong type magazine types. It's supposed to be 7.62x54. So the M77, yeah. Unless I'm wrong and this is supposed to be chambered in the that, because I'm thinking of the M66, 76 possibly. But M38.5. Yeah, screw it, let's do a DP as a rifleman weapon. I think that would be interesting. Only 1 magazine. Oh, man. I'm gonna give him 3 more. And we'll leave it at that. Those are our kits. That's what we're sticking with. Dinner plate time, yeah, right? Alright, actually, let me quickly go back to them. We're going to disable their pathing so they don't run around. That would be attributes. We're going to set them to standing, and then AI path. Cool. Alright, so those are enemy kits. Player kits, I think I'm actually going to make that super generic. We're just going to literally make stash boxes of their gear. Oh my gosh, the load time in this center of the map is killing me. I don't know what's causing that, but yeah, did you feel that? I literally think it's the helicopter. But yeah, when I pan around, my god. Like, what the hell could it be? But if it's super laggy, then that's the fault of the frickin' mod set dev team. I'm gonna trust them, but if they fuck me on this, then I'm just gonna, I guess, put more stuff in Liru's assets or just use different mod sets. But alright, let's set up our box here. Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot how. Yeah, we can just... You know, there was probably a clear button somewhere, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Because you can't go on this interface and then hit the right arrow key to make it go. You have to do it from the left interface. I don't know why they upgraded it that way. In my opinion, it made this interface slightly worse than the previous one, but whatever. That's just my opinion, man. No, I'm gonna make these harsher. We're gonna do 20 and 10. $100 bandages. Blood. Actually, we'll drop it down to 35, and then tourniquets. Put that up to 40. I'm gonna bump elastics actually up to 150. Excuse me. Alright, I'm gonna pull those back. I'm trying to think. Let me find a nice ammo container for this one. There's a few different ones I want to pull out. I just have to find them. Yep, that one. Actually gonna trade those out. We're gonna use some more of our fun stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. I think we're only going to use one ammo type, which is fine. And then that's for a different type of weapon. Alright, FAMASes. And we will have to handle overheating as well. Do I not have an F1 that has a grenadier weapon tied to it? Yes, I do. Okay, so we're gonna have to use the TSB ones. Yeah, because they have different magazines too, so I can't intermingle. Okay. 25 RND. That's gonna be a bitch. Let's go. mags, just to make sure. Let's empty that. F1. Are you kidding me? Assault rifles. There we go. I don't think I'm in the snowstorm. So let's say one crate. Let me look at this real quick. So that's 3 crates and then 3 smaller boxes. So we can do both guns and ammo. So let's say 12. Let's say every crate can have a squad's worth of guns in it. So we're gonna make 10-man squads, so I need at least a machine gunner then. Nah, okay, I know what we're gonna do. So we're gonna do 8 and 2. There we go. And we're gonna go up to 80 mags with that. So 8 mags per gun. I think that's a good call. Now, what I do need to really, real quickly look at is what do you use as 203? 40mm HE works. There's also flechette cartridges. That's... I'll put a few of those in there. Cool. All right, so 35. So let's do... What's 35 minus 8? That would be 27. Yep. So let's do that. And here's why I really like this box. Watch what happens. See, that's all open in the middle? Watch this. It's really cool. It's really cool. Grenades? No, it would, well, let's see. No. Yeah, so it's weird. You know, some rounds end up in there, some don't. So let's go to magazines instead. And then HE grenade. Alright, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Watch this. Boom. Now, of course, it doesn't have an actual texture, which is unfortunate, but it fills it, which I think is pretty cool. So let me try this, actually. It has them in groups of 7. So let's do this instead. Let's do 7 of those. Let's shrink these down. And let's do M441s. So that should be 28. And I think these actually have a physical texture. Awesome. Yeah, so it's a little blocked out by the box, but it's good enough for me. Let me just verify that that works in that weapon platform. It does. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Again, I'm a sucker for the little details when I can get them in. But now let's look at a squad-based weapon. A French one. Let's go for like an older... I don't want to do an FN mag. I want to do something a little more unique than an FN mag. But that might be, yeah, so a mini-me or an FN mag. Because honestly, I want to pull them from different mods then. I was just trying to think if there's any other, like, French mod I can utilize there. But yeah, no, if we're gonna do mini-me's, we're gonna do mini-me's. The heck is the Mini 14 and the Mini 30? Oh, they're the M1 and M2 carbines, respectively. Cool. What are they chambered in? 7.62. Oh, yeah, that one's 5.56. Gotcha. Interesting. All right, well. So mini-me's will pull the RHS one out because in the tier of things of how we do it. So that'll be 249 boxes. So let's say we do 10 boxes per big box. And I accidentally double-clicked it, meant to do Control-Shift-I. Yeah, a lot of people DMing me right now. Ah! Just want a mission, dev. But we already spent an hour on this. My goodness gracious, Jolly G Willikers. All right, so machine guns. Mini. We're doing 1. And we're going to do, let's do 12 boxes. So that was what, M249 ammo? Let's see. Let's do the spare barrels in here, actually. So, we'll put 4 in there. And I'm trying to think, anything else we want to put in there? Let's make it simple. Let's do the grenades in here as well. So that would be, let's just make it simple. 67s. I can do old grenades. Let's shrink that down to 24. And then M83, let's also do 24. Let's do some slightly weird numbers, throw the player base off a little bit. So medical, there's that. Let's do actually 2 spare barrels. Do I have, I'm gonna put this in as a joke. Let's do a handgun case as well. We'll do a single one. Where is that? Where's that puppy? I'll put that down. But I'm looking for like a humanitarian crate of some sort. So I can put down some water bottles. Let's put the vehicle ammo crate down for them as well. No, we'll make that into a Vic instead. Or should we? Thank you for dropping by. War Sage, I think they're fine now. You just have to change that up. I do want some mine containers as well. Interesting. Yeah, I don't have any, like, little generic containers, unfortunately. So I have another idea. Water. I'm looking for the, perfect. I don't want to put it on top because I'm worried it'll glitch out the physics, but inventory first. Let's clear it just in case there's anything hidden right here that we can't see, because you never know. Sometimes it is weird like that. And we go to items, items, items. Pack of 40 water bottles. All right, now we have a lot to go over here. So TM46s are AT mines. Jesus Christ. I hope this isn't too laggy. I can't even copy paste this damn thing properly. Yeah, so 16 AT mines I think should be good enough. And then we're going to deploy 2 types of mines here. So attributes. I want to see what's in this box here. Yep, so some generic AP mines, nice. And then I'm going to fill with, like, toe poppers and stuff. Oh, that's an AT4 crate. Yeah, M136s. I might use that as a launcher box instead. Yeah, let's do that. Attributes. And we can put a few single-shot disposable AT weapons instead. And then I'll find a different crate for the toe poppers. God, that framiness up here. I swear, is it because of you? Or is it just the map? Yeah. That certainly doesn't make it any better. Request special 4C code. A literal ghost to smoke some random soldier NPC in the corner of the base. Maybe for pay, and I'm always open to suggestions. Let's have a 10th box. Alright, French handguns, let's go. Palmas G1, screw it. 15 RNDS, 9x19. Let's see what else we can pull out in terms of statics and turrets. Trying to see if the French mod has anything interesting in that category. But it looks like it's just renamed assets. How unfortunate. Ooh, with an E-clan. Let's do 150 cal. And then I want an SPG-9 -M. But I want it from RHS. Cool. See, I worry about adding the mortar because then they'll have infinite ammo by me giving that. So it's either I don't give them any triple R and I think that's what we're going to do instead, to be honest. Alright, I do want a few more mine boxes, because I want to give them the option to have a lot of toe poppers. So let's do that. Ah, there's too much writing on that box. Let's see if I can find another mine ammo box here. They got mine structures. Alright, let's just look back at what we have in terms of options. Unmarked wooden crate. Excellent. Let me look in the arsenal here. What is a good mine that'll point out to us? Recom, it's impossible for me to tell. I'm going to have to go test it over the weekend to see if this op is even viable for next week. But this is definitely one of those types of ops where I will go and stress test because I honestly have no idea. It does make me a little worried, but I can always copy and paste everything and transpose it somewhere else. But we'll see. AT mine scatterable. I'm thinking about doing the PFM1 because those are literal toe poppers. And I mean, they're super cheap plastic little paint. PFM1, that's what I'll probably use. But then again, the M14, let's do M14. That's a little more fitting because that's what they literally had in terms of toe poppers there. And you can, as you can see, fit a lot in your backpack. That's exactly what I want this to be a mine mayhem. So we're going to do 2 boxes and it's going to be like 50. I'll do 40 and 3. Perfect. Toe poggers, you little shit. Now, the one thing I am a little worried about is the walk around, so mode or a Boris, but I will need to change everything out. I'm gonna have the units at least respawn with earplugs. Anything basic like that, I'm also gonna have them spawn with radios, but all of their gear they're gonna have to go and pick up. Because this is gonna be a limited 2 life op, which means I do need... Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? Consider putting some stuff out like that. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop in real quick. Let's have a look at everything. Because now I think the second biggest thing is I have to make a roster. And then I have to make the Fortify script for the engineer team. And then some additional map stuff. Alright, how do these look? Alright, you have a FAMAS. You have the ammo for the FAMAS. You have that, the ammo for that too. You have the ammo for that, you have spare barrels, you got grenades, you got smokes. Take the FAMAS. And then you got the little side sight. For the 203. Alright. Now watch this. This is one of the coolest things ever. Now you gotta go right up to it. Watch this. See how they're disappearing as I put them in? I mean, the frames feel good, like, actually down on the ground, which is a good sign. Heck was that? I'm gonna try another one of those rounds. You're killing me, Smalls. And then you can put them back. Alright, I'm gonna pull back a little bit. I am noticing when I turn, I think it's the rendering of that texture, but... Oh, yeah, it's working. No, you saw all those rounds go through, so I think it's just a minimum det. I wish there was a little bit more in the submunition. It's a flechette. You're firing like a little shotgun, essentially. But it works. I think we're just over range, so let's range it to 50. That'll clear it up. Yeah. Little flechette round, but no, that is definitely causing lag spikes. Whoever approved this in the frickin' mod set is silly. 3,000 rounds. Oh! Oh, you guys have a frickin' thing that mutes it for you on the stream. Oh my god. Oh. Ah ha ha. Ow. Oh, I have a headache. Well, have fun with that. 3,000 rounds. That's all you get. Yeah. Nice to see you're all awake with me. Let's see. That's gonna make you go insta-death, though. Like, Jesus. Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm gonna put a fuel station in here just in case. Let's go ahead, set that up. Put a fuel oh my god, that's big. Yeah, slightly clipping here. We'll just, here's how we'll do it. Do I have a few fuel barrels? I'm probably going to script it and add a second magazine for 6,000 rounds, but... Come on, where's some freaking fuel barrels? Alright, we can do that. That's fine. Should be enough. Woke your damn dogs up. I'm so sorry. Was not expecting it to be that freaking crazy. Here, I need to actually go back and check all the inventory here. Just make sure we can access everything. Jeez, 12:30. Let's see, there's still probably 45 minutes of work left for this scenario. I gotta make some fortification scripture, which is gonna suck. And then assign them to point values. You got the heats in there, you got the toe poppers in here. Okay, why can't I put those in my inventory? You got the handgun. I think because my type of backpack isn't letting me do that, but if I get in here... I'm gonna need to put... Let's put 2 mortars down and then a small box with some range cards and stuff. Well, so Sherman, I just used the car gas pump as like the generic refueling point because I know that one's coded properly to have the ability to refuel with, so that's what I use. It's just because I don't want to build a freaking script for it instead. Because it's a pain in the ass. You know, why spend 1 hour doing that when you just throw that down? I completely lost my train of thought. We're doing range cards. Two artillery range tables. So that gives 20 mortar rounds. Let's bump that up to 30. With 2 range cards. Why? Because I'm mean. Yes, Sherman. Welcome to the world of Wee-Woo. I will design a lot of special detail, but eventually I just will not give a fuck. Besides, the gas prices are... Anyway, let's forget we saw that. That's for helicopter fuel, guys. That's helicopter fuel prices. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're in California. Oh my god. No, I need him still down. What do I want to do now? Let's see if we can... Let me see if I can tab out and find a... Actually, I need to save this first. And go from there. It's Altus currency, yeah, but... Come on. Anytime today. There we go. French merc pull-out game week. Okay. Now I need to tab out and see if I can find... God, when is the last time... I'm gonna look all the way back to MCO1, because that's where we had... I might not even have access to MCO1 anymore. God. Maybe if I look for fuck toy province. Let me try toy. No, it has a different suffix. Jesus Christ. When would, Hey, Barb, thanks for the raid. Here's what I'm thinking. Let me, Let me dig in my Google Docs for the date of MCO1, because I know the VOD... I could look through the VODs channel as well. Oh my god, MCO1. God, all the way back to Project 11. Banganam. Old pay for pains. Good golly. Yeah, I know. Bonk up Barb if he's still here. How are you doing, you chucklehead? We got Operation Shamshuri all the way up here. I believe that was MCO2, but I actually cannot find the document for MCO1. It wasn't Operation Dumbo. Do I not have access to MCO1's doc anymore? Was it Op Watchtower? No, Watchtower was the invasion of Guadalcanal. Was it Phoenix? No, that was number 9. God damn it. Wasn't Donbass, that was the 6th. Wasn't Holdout, wasn't the Russian text one, that was like 3. Bump in the Night was like the 4th or 5th one. Did I just not make a document for it? Okay, one was MCO2. That was Watchtower. Watchtower was the 3rd of April, so it would have been May. So, January, February, March, April, May. So that's the 5th of 2011. I think. So let's try looking for that. And the reason I'm digging for it is because that's the latest mission I can think of where I had a custom script. Because I don't feel like... I always have to look all that stuff up every time I do a custom build. So that's MCO4. Oh my god, this was back when I started doing House Aiden stuff too on Capulio. Good god. The Ravage test op too. And then we have all the wacky races stuff too. Hell yeah. The old Spire defense as well. I need to import that and do it in a whatchamacallit, TOC op. We have the gate ops. Oh my gosh. The Stargate ops. I want to take another run at Stargate too. That was pretty fun. Work keeps you from a Liru stream. Fair enough. Yeah, the Stargate World War II ops. That I want to redo because that was pretty fun. And they've had like a year to update since because we did that last year on the 11th. That's how early it's been. Where is this file?
Send in Goat Team 6.
Nah, we're too far back at this point.
Woo 3 months of Liru. LCPL Goat.
DM Phobia, thanks for the 4-month resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. I am just trying to look for a script from a previous file, and I'm failing at trying to find it. God, the old Chinaris takeover campaign. I remember we stopped doing that because people got bored of it. But that's just further proof for myself. Just people do not like running lawn campaigns in TSB. Vietnam Napalm 1 on PHT, which would be Fuck Toy Province. Let me get my notepad out. I think this is it. It would be in the description extension. No, it's not it. Fuck. But it's PHT. So let's search for PHT. Yes, this is it. No. It was an import script. So do I still have the import script? It would be Fortify Framework. Yes! Yes, I do. Because we also had the same framework for the Stargate ops. All right. Yeah. I remember now. Oh my god. Okay. One off. All right, they're going to be blue 4. I'm going to put the point cap at 1,200. No, we're going to do 1,000. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So that's 2 brackets on the right with 2 brackets on the left, but then a 3rd bracket there. So let's delete everything but these two entries so I can at least visualize the script. Cool. All right. Yeah, I did importations because it didn't like how I would import it in SQF, but I think I could put it in SQF now because now I know how to properly do that stuff. All right. So, I want to keep this super generic and super easy, so let's go ahead and grab 2 different types of sandbags. So round and short. Some deer stand towers. Rock tower tall. I don't think that's one you can enter like SOG. But I want to keep it to like 10 or less. So let's also do some HESCO stuff. Let's do a razor wire piece as well. Yeah, screw it. We'll do the jungle variant. Nah. Nah, I'll keep it generic. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's do 3 different types of these. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now we have to assign point values. So let's do something like this in terms of organization. That should be good. Let's visualize this in an open field. All right. Trying to think. Let's make some arbitrary values here. So 5 blocks, let's say each block is worth 10 points. So on that mindset, now let's make it 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So how we find it, because I still remember how to do this, we take that name, I tab out, put it in the parenthesis, and it's worth 25 build points. I'm probably going to buff this to 1,250, and then we'll do some mathematical equations so I can test to see how things are. So we'll do that one. Let's find this one. That was the wrong thing. There we go. And that one's going to be worth 15. right. Real quick, is the last one closed by a comma, or is it just 3? Yeah, it's just 3. I remember I screwed up because, a long time ago I screwed that up because I accidentally put a comma at the last one, though. Alright, so now this one is like 3 stacks, so it's 15, 30, 45, 60. $60. Um, 20, 60. Let's make this worth 50. Wait, why is that displaying that? Okay. That should be in quotations. I just completely broke the script. There we go. H barrier wall 4. Ah, probably because it didn't copy properly. So let's take that. Change the variable name. Cool. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. Let's make it worth 100. I see where the copy issue started. All right. Proofreading my script just to make sure it doesn't break. All right. Next object. So that's worth, what did I say, 60? 50. So that means each big one is worth 12 and a half. So 25, 50. This is 8 blocks. So 8 by that logic. I'm just going to make it worth 100 and... Let's make it worth 125. Screw it. Now we're getting into arbitrary values. Now we have sandbags, which I think I'm going to make worth 5 and 10 points respectively. And then that tower will make 50. No, we'll make 40. Okay, almost done. And the razor wire, I'm also going to make 40. All right, let's get, I'm going to proofread the script real quick. All right, that's in quotations. That has a number value. We got 3 closing brackets. That all seems to be in working order. All the copies are good. I think we're good on that front. Okay. Excellent. All right, I'm going to keep those there for now. Now what I need to do is add a fortify to my inventory. All right, and play. Yeah, have fun with bears, Falcon. Let's have a look. Bears on the ice caps are terrifying. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, especially in the middle of a storm. So all of a sudden you hear snarling, you can't tell where it's coming from, and by the time it's on top of you, you need to make sure you start unloading your gun. There we go. Fortify. Oh, they added a build time. That's funny. And if you cancel it, it delete. Oh my goodness, that is horrible. What's the most expensive item I got? Wow. Let me check the set. There has to be a way for me to shorten those timers, because that's ridiculous. So that means they're attaching the points to seconds. Which... oh, you know? Like, just, oh. No one wants to stare at something for 2 minutes, let's be honest. Settings, add-on options... Fortify. Time cost coefficient. Yeah, this is new shit. I thought Ouroboros saved over it. I guess not. All right, fortify. Only show if they have the fortify tool. Let's check all this. For everyone, screw it. Minimum build time will be 5 seconds. The ratio, let's see. So the biggest thing, I want like a tower to take at least 30 seconds. So let's do 0.33. That would shrink down 125. Let me check our math real quick. Biggest thing we have is 125. Shrinking that down would create a 40-second timer. Yeah. Minimum deployment time, let's do 8 seconds. Maximum deployment time, let's shrink it down by 0.25. Let's see how that goes. Now, while I'm here, let's go ahead and look at everything here. This I am now shrinking down to 0.4. Just to make it a little easier. Advanced vehicle damage, yes. Because that's had some time. Hearing, enable combat deafness. Yep. Overheating, this is where things get fun. Heating coefficient. Cooling coefficient. Suppression coefficient doesn't matter. Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, we're not having heat dispersion because that just adds particles to the server. Should be good. Let's override all of this because I don't like this mod because sometimes it causes some pretty nasty issues. I'm not going to do e-tools for this one. I'm going to make them rely on the engineering fortifications. So let's turn that off. Why do we have the leveling system in? Who requested that? Let's do that. Medical. It's a 1 life op, so let's set that up to 5. Fatal injury, 50-50. In cardiac arrest, only bleed out pain coefficients are fine. Everything else in there is fine. Yeah, should be everything. Let's retest. People with skill issues requested it. My God. Ooh, it's 1 a.m. Thinking we'll do this mission development, and then I'll finish my other mission, and we'll go from there. Probably spend the rest of the night doing dev work. Server side, execute that. Let's go ahead, go to fortify. Let's do that. So it just added the minimum timer. Okay, so I'm gonna lower the minimum timer then. So that was for the Hesco berry, so it's I see how the script works. And then how do we remove it? Okay, the removal is instantaneous. Admin ranks. That's cute. Bamboo tower takes 18 seconds, which is fair. I wish it would come out of the ground the same way the E-tool does. I can understand that might look really derpy for certain assets. So is it making that shadow effect on the map? Yeah, it is. Oh, that's really cool. So this then takes 40 seconds to build. Alright. We're gonna lower that timer. I want it to go down to 30. So settings, add-on options, let's go back to Ace Fortify. And now that I realize what this is, I'm actually going to do 1.00. Because it's basically the cost to time ratio multiplied by this so the time it takes to build, the ratio is pretty simple. It is whatever the cost of the materials is times this variable plus this variable. PEMDAS. So it does the multiplication first, then the addition. So that'll shrink the build time down to 31 instead of 40, which I can manage. All right, cool. Now we have to kit build. And this is where I'm going to get a little cranky. We're going to use NATO as the basis. Men. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? We're going to do 10-man squads. So, squad leader, medic. Team leader, auto rifleman, rifleman, team leader, rifleman. The same way. So here's where I'm going to make it a little more interesting too. We're going to do RFs with micro dagger. No NVGs, generic combat helmets, and a few other things. I'll BRB 1 second. Bathroom break. Hydrate. All right. Let's get back to it. I will give binos to leadership. We'll re-break down those rules. I'll also give GPSs to them, but only for leadership elements. They should have everything else. Cool. Oh, no, that was my arm. Okay. Sorry, I heard noises. That was just me being stupid. Take away the primary, take away the secondary. Let's... Let's start bare bones here and work our way up. So let's get rid of the VR glasses as well. They're not going to need that. I need a good uniform. Oh, insomnia does suck. I'm gonna be honest, the only reason I'm still up though is because I had a big thing of coffee, so. I don't want to do LDF because that's based like that. Honestly, yeah, something vanilla and generic like that, I'm perfectly fine with. The fingerless gloves, that could be something you wear in the hot weather. Let's do jump helmets. Oh, that would be funny. Not gonna lie, I'm kinda digging it, but I want to give him something with some decent ballistic protection. You know what I mean? Looks a bit dorky. Dorky, he says. Something that's like modern but screams rustic. I don't know. Let's pull from the French mod if we can. Are you kidding me? It is all berets. And hell, okay, no, there's more stuff down here. Jesus Christ. I got Legionnaire hats. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, come on. There has to be some French body armor in here. If not, we'll go generic green stuff, but... Nope. It's the really old stuff. There it is. Okay, that like literally broke my... I have a feeling this stuff's gonna make people mem leak. Yeah, no, we're gonna... That's where I'll draw the line. I don't trust it. I'm so sorry. I just do not trust it. Yeah, that'll be easier to diversify in all honesty. Alright, let's see. We want to do earplugs, and then for the engineers, we're going to do fortify tools. Yeah, no, that gap for loading that armor, I don't trust it. That and a debug cable tie, but everything else they're going to have to gear up themselves because this is a limited life operation. All right, so that's the generic. Let's go ahead, grab these three. What do we want to make as mission critical? So binos for that. Let's give them a slightly different helmet. So let's do like a genetics ops core. I think that would be something to help diversify them. And then the medic, I'm gonna have to build like a custom kit for it too. Yeah, so let's do that. We are doing, I'm just fact checking this. Yep, micro daggers are down. Let's go ahead and change this to Grenadier. Awesome. Oh, crap, I forgot to do backpacks. Well, alright, let me quickly get to that. Completely forgot about backpacks. Yeah, those are designed to be vests. I'm gonna say screw it, let's do Bergens. Let's look at Olive first. Yeah, I'm totally gonna do a medical backpack for all those guys. Yeah. Alright, let's do field packs for them. For the medic, we'll change them when we get there. For the team leaders, let's do a slightly bigger backpack. Let's do the big boy pack. Let's also do that pack for the MG gunner. Alright, we have a lot of things we're going to change here. This guy, we're going to go ahead and do... Actually, we need to do a radio backpack for him. So that would be a 1523G. Let's see what I can get here. I can do an Alice pack. I want to avoid the American flag if I can. That looks freaking heavy. I mean, that does diversify him, though, so I might as hell just stick with that one. Because I know that one doesn't have a small amount of load, so let's do that. Screw it. And then we're going to change you to a Vector. Vector 21. Cool. Medic, we are going to go ahead and switch his backpack out to the medical one that can carry a shit ton of supplies. And is there a vest that diversifies you as a medic? There is. Awesome. Let's take it. Have I applied team leader roles to you? Awesome. And then the machine gunner, we need to change his vest out as well. And then riflemen are all fine. How hard is Sunday's MCO? It's really hard to gauge difficulty for an MCO. It's just going to be one of those ops where if the player base is doing well, they should be able to not steamroll it, but as long as they're being cautious, they should be fine. If they're acting like a well-oiled machine, I will admit they probably will steamroll it, but I'm expecting it to either go all right with a few hiccups, or if they are not coordinating, they will get fucked. And I'm not putting that lightly. They will get fucked. So, we'll see. I'm gonna be mean about this too. I'm gonna have it be squads and an engineer team, and that's gonna be it. Should have enough for everyone. So then I'm gonna need to do an engineer team. Let's have it be a 5-man team. And we'll give them the bigger backpacks. So that means we need to do this. I'm going to set them up with a rifleman kit. Edit this guy's loadout. I'm not going to give him a medic, though. We're going to make that a little bit of a toughie there. And we just need to, on his body, put fortified tool down. And then this guy. Change his backpack. And then give him a fortified tool. I guess we should also have a small box for a toolkit. Yeah. In case the chopper gets shot, and I'll have to adjust that. Oh, you're in an EVR storm? Sorry, broski. So the fortified tool. Playable. And I'm not going to put a direct the pilot for that. It's going to be a matter of whichever squad wants to have the chopper as a squad-based asset. Go for it. I don't need a rec, I just say command never returned. Alright, let's go ahead and delete that now that we know it's working. I'm going to tab out, we're going to save that file. Oh, there's my fatigue setting in, god damn it. Alright, but yeah, like a 90-minute defense, plenty of places to set up these minefields. And I will need a Zeus slot. Myself over here. This is going to be a freaking free-for-all in the beginning, which is going to be quite funny. Let me go ahead and put my Game Master slot down. I think I'm going to just finish this file and then probably crash for a little bit. Because I can feel that crash coming in. And it is coming in hard. Let's go ahead and test these statics. I just want to see and make sure that they all have ammo on them. Let's go ahead and disable that. I got to import all of the multiplayer settings. Oh. And I got to put the number 1 in front of all of those things as well. I'm pissed, though, because I did a Latvia run. First Latvia run ever on the server. I did everything right, and then I jumped through, and instead of teleporting me to Latvia, it teleported me back to the mainland. And I was so pissed off. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I did everything right. Put the modules in. Put the frickin' flux generator on. I waited for it to glow red. It did. And then I jumped through, and it's like, nope, fuck you. I'm like, oh, okay. Guess I'll go screw myself. Alright. Cool. I'm gonna add a 4th one of those statics. A little box opens. And then these should be... So that does 10 each. It's real quick to test. Gives you everything. So it's 150 times 5. That would be 750 bandages between up to, what, 30 players? That should be more than enough for 2 lives. So technically 60 for 750 means they all at least get like 10 to 15 bandages, and they can loot the rest. I think that's more than enough. Because I'll give them moments to, you know, go out there and get some loot and come back. I should also include a dump crate. That would be smart. Now, real quick, what are my frames looking in this AO? That was the wrong button. Oh, on single player, I'm getting 50. So that thing was worth about 2 frames, but my freaking god, that is disgusting. Actually disgusting. I think it's just this map, to be in all honesty. Like, it is a mess. Good. Gee golly willikers. That's crazy. Alright, we're gonna go ahead. Oh, Jesus, little lag spike there. Let's put in that 4th 50 cal gun. Go ahead, put the 1 in front of everything there. Yeah, this has been a 2.5 hour mission dev for something that's been... I'm gonna be honest, this is like on the generic side for me. But this is just to show you guys the process, and... oh my god. And then I'm thinking about adding another magazine to that 134. Honestly, I can't be bothered. I cannot be bothered. I would rather just do a second helicopter, in all honesty. And we'll just work it out like that. I'd rather just give them 2. But yeah, no, this has the option to give them some nice stuff. Let's go ahead and build up our fortification. If I can spell right. I did spell it right. I'm just an idiot. Okay. Blue 4, HQ. Oh, come on. Double click. Work for me.
Let's give him a
Mission
warm
prep's
welcome,
good.
shall
We're
we?
just taking our sweet time. 50. And it just does not want to follow my clicks sometimes. Alright. Now the fun part of the war game. Alright. I still need to test it and add the multiplayer scripts, so I'm gonna do that right now, actually. But for the most part, that is everything. Oh, I need to do multiplayer settings. Excellent. Out on options. I think that's all good. Let's, general should be fine. We're not doing anything cray-cray there, unless I want to add some simple lore environment. Let's make it a little earlier in the day. Yeah. Cool. What's with the dynamic group ticks? So this is from 3D Enhanced. Basically, it just gives me some more options, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm starting to crash right now, so I can't really explain it, I'm sorry. So we'll probably be up tomorrow in the morning for some DayZ troll streaming, if you wanna come screw with me. We'll probably shoot for around noon and try to stream for 2 or 3 hours. I'm gonna go to a submarine with Falcon, we're gonna go fight demons. So thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, yes, 3D Enhanced, and have a good one.